Well, I'm in. That was where I was filming. Yeah, I like this background though. Fucking hell, I like that background. It's kind of cool. Anyway, it's your ass. Remember these games? Angry Birds. Sound that. Anyway, Mulholland Drive. Back to what I was saying. My phone is currently charging, and I want to get this review done. I love this movie. I love doing this review. Motherfucker, I gotta get done. So, as I said, I love the scenes between Betty and Rita. I think they're fucking excellent. And essentially, like, you know, those scenes are great. It's like, oh, let's do it. It's great. It's like Mulholland Drive. Where is that? I don't know. So they're walking around. And they go to that cafe from earlier, which I really like. So as they're walking around, you get some brilliant cinematography. You know, and like as I said, David Lynch he's not almost like a perfectionist, because he just puts so much effort into every fucking shot. As I said, with the key, with the fucking zip on the shot of the zip fucking suitcase, like it's almost just every single goddamn shot. There's so much fucking effort put into it, and I love it. You know, just even when it's people crossing the street or people walking down hallways in the movie, it's just excellent, and I love it. I love it for that. You know, and just the visual treats, the visual, you know, colours and stuff that are in the movie. It just works. It fucking works. So, what else was I gonna say? Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I love that aspect. But you know, I love when they're like, okay, we gotta go, and they're you know, they go to that restaurant or a little kind of cafe or whatever. Like, so where do you remember anything? It's like, no, I don't. It's like, okay, well, we gotta look in the paper, see if the accident's like, oh, it says it here that the accident happened here, here, and here. So maybe, do you remember? Is that jog your memory? It's like, oh no, I don't know. And they read it at home. It's like, okay, well, we can find out. It's like, yeah, I think my name could have been this. It's like, yeah. It's like, wait, maybe Diane wasn't my name. Maybe it was my roommate's. Okay, oh yeah, I don't know. It's, you know, we'll see. It's like, and then the woman comes and pours the coffee again. It's like, thank you. It's like, okay, we got to see what's happening. It's like, yeah, that'll be great. Let's go. You know, so you get a great dialogue scene between the two of them. Great editing, and the way the film fucking, the way it cuts back and forth. It's brilliantly done. And they walk out, whatever, and I like, as I said, the aftermath of the crash. I liked seeing Robert Forster. I wasn't expecting him to pop up. It was great to see him. I've already reviewed this movie, Jackie Brown. Absolutely love it. Love him in this. It's only a very brief, minor role, but it was nice to see him in there. So he's there. He's like, okay, so come on, guys, let's go. You know, there's people, cops and stuff checking around. He's like, so what happened here? Oh, it's a car crash. I think something's happened. Yeah, there must have been a woman inside. Really? God damn it, always fucking happens, this shit. It's like, yeah, I know, it's insane. Well, we gotta do this, that, you know, gotta put a perimeter here, we gotta figure out no psychopaths on the loose. Yeah, it's insane. Is that the vehicle? Yeah, it is, yeah. We gotta go. So it's a short little scene, but a great little scene. You know, it's great to see the late great Robert Forster, rest in peace. Love him in Breaking Bad as well, but great to see him in that. And then, of course, later on, you know, you have Naomi Watts ringing up. It's like, okay, maybe we can find it this way. And essentially, you know, it's like, okay, so they're looking up on the phone book or whatever. And it's like, okay, maybe that's where it is. Maybe, you know, is that where it could be? And she's like, I don't know. So you ring. It's like, hi, is this the police department? It's like, yeah. We're talking about this case that we heard about, this accident that happened up near Mulholland Drive, and it's like, yeah, could you give us more information about that? No, sorry, I don't know. Anyone who went missing? No, sorry, we can't. It's like, okay, we can't find any information, sorry. It's like, okay, well, let's go find out what's happening. So I like that kind of, they're working together. It's almost like a detective little unit, the way they're going on. And just a little build up with them in the house talking. It's like, good night, and they're saying good night to each other and just doing everything together. And you feel that there is chemistry and love building up between. It's like, come on, let's go, this will be fun. And they're walking around the place like, well, come on, this will be fun, it's great. And like, we can, investigate together, and they're linking arms, like, come on, let's go and investigate together, and they're walking down the street like that, and very touchy-feely. Now, not to be sexist, but girls can be link around the arms together, but you can tell when someone's flirty, and they captured it so well, because you believe that they are actually in love, and I thought it was excellent. Now, it's not like Naomi Watts has done lesbian scenes after this. She done a lesbian scene in I was about to say Birdemic, Jesus Christ, Boardman. So she done it in this, like, come on, let's go, and they build up to it, and there's so many moments where you're thinking, oh fuck, why is she angry, or where it exerts expectations. There's a brilliant scene where she's annoyed, like, how could you do that? Like, I don't know how, and it's like, it's zooming out slowly. It's like, why the fuck would you let me that happen? Why would you leave? It's like, I don't know. And it turns out that she's just reading the script. She's just like, I don't know why it let that happen, and the girl's just reading the lines. She's off book. Very important, by the way, if you want to be an actress. And it's like, how dare you? And it's crazy. She's acting in this movie, but she's playing someone who's acting, and she's great when she's playing someone acting. There's a difference between her acting as a different character. There's a difference between her, Naomi Watts, acting as this character in the movie, and acting and playing a character that is acting. It's like, how dare you? I'll fucking hit you. And she goes, it's like, yeah, I'll stab you. How fucking dare you? Yeah. And then they just go, it's like, wow, that was great. Was that good? Was I nervous? Yeah, you were amazing. Yeah, you were great too. Maybe you should consider it. Yeah, it's awesome. You were great. Good luck in your audition today. Yeah. Will I be safe? It's like, yeah. Well, I promise when we get back, we'll look and it'll be fine. Thank you. Gets out, I believe gets into a taxi, goes, can I go to Mulholland Drive, please? Yes, no bother. Yes, that's cool. Doesn't say no bother. Jesus Christ, not Irish. Fucking hell. Goes, yeah, no problem. Drives off, looks around and all, and you just get loads of great show don't tell moments of her just looking and stuff. So I love that. Those little detailed moments are great. Those little scenes are great. Just so many fucking amazing fucking moments like that. And it's presented by Alan Sard. Yeah. So, look, absolutely amazing. Also, throughout the film, it's divided into parts. So, at one part, it's almost like little different chapters, like other films. So, it'll pop up part 1. She found herself inside the perfect mystery. So, we get that. Part 2, a sad illusion. Part 3, love, which is basically... So, that basically happens when a new act starts, which I thought was excellent. It was different. It was brilliantly done. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. So, I love that. And actually, Everything Everywhere All at Once uses that sort of same technique. So, I love that. And obviously, Perfect Mystery is like obviously the first half, and then a sad illusion, because I guess it's an illusion, and then love, which is a love story near the end. So it was excellent. I will be back in a second. Eric, we don't want you to die. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I just got a text message, so I needed to pause, and I'll get back to this. Anyway, so as I said, love those scenes with Naomi Watts and Rita. I think they are excellently acted. She goes out to Mulholland Drive. You get that amazing sequence where I love that amazing sequence later on in the movie where after they've had sex, and the acting is insane. It is ridiculously unsettling, and the line delivery was brilliant. And it's ridiculously unsettling how the actress delivers the line, and the music, and it's disturbing, and just the way she blankly stares. But she starts waking up, and you get a close-up shot of her, and she's like, Silencio, 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 Silencio. And then now it's like, what's wrong? Rita, what's wrong? And I was like, what's wrong? And she's like, Silencio. I was like, no, it'll be okay. It's like, go somewhere with me. It's like, no, it'll be fine. It's like, no, it won't be okay. It'll be okay. No, it won't. go somewhere with me. It's 2 in the morning. Come on, let's go. And then they end up going and driving in like a taxi or a fucking car. And it's like, holy fuck, this scene is messed up. Because they go there, they go into this place, okay, where are we? And like, they go into this place and they witness this whole fucking theatre show. Which you're kind of like, okay, what the fuck is going to happen here? And it's like, this is an illusion. Everything is recorded. And it cuts back to their reactions and the audience, and it's gone blue. It's like, here it is. I was like, and he has like a stick. It's like, this is what is happening. And it is fucking weird and it is fucked up. But like they're there watching like, whoa, what is this? It's like, I don't know. It's like, oh, this is insane. It's a massive theater. And like, yeah, and they start singing and fucking doing all this weird shit like, oh, it's being recorded. You don't know. And then it's just like, yes, and it's fucking blue and all that. And she's kind of like, whoa, and it's cutting to their reaction. They're kind of like that. And she also has the wig on. She puts a blonde wig on, goes out. And it's like, and it's going on for a while. This really weird, uncomfortable performance. And there's like all these visuals and shit. And they're like kind of looking at it. And it's like, yes, whatever, you know. This happens. And then eventually Naomi Watts kind of just starts shaking out of nowhere. Almost like she's having a fucking seizure. And we're like, are you okay? And it's like, what the fuck? So that was like a really effective scene, and you're kind of just like, dude, what the fuck was that about? But yeah, so you get that, and then just that whole sequence, like as I said, those sequences are amazing. You also get to the audition scene, which I think is fucking uncomfortable and hilarious as well. And I don't know, is Zooey Deschanel in this? I think she possibly is one of the side actresses in this. Yeah, because this was probably before she was properly big, because she had only really been in. I remember seeing her in Almost Famous in a smallish role, and she was in. She was actually in a movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Don Cheadle. Not 500 Days of Summer. Don Cheadle's not in that anyway, but it's another film. And she was in a movie with. She obviously went on to be an elf in 500 Days of Summer and all that other shit. So, and The Happening. Anyway, so. Is that. 1 second. Oh, okay, I was just wondering what the fuck that was. The fucking forecast. Anyway. So as she comes in walking out, it's like, oh, are you this way? It's like, yeah, I'm here to see the director. It's like, oh yeah, come this way and right this way. And you get this nice kind of building, nice long shot. It's like, hi, let's go. It's like, come on, bring you in this way. It's like, oh great. Walks in, it's like, hi Betty, it's nice to meet you. She's like, oh, you must be auditioning today. Oh yeah, I am. And all that. And it's like, yeah, so you'll be doing this scene. It's like, hi Betty, nice to meet you. This is the director. Oh, nice to meet you, Betty. The actors, hi, and this is who you'll be acting with. Hi, it's great. Can't wait to be acting with you today. So, like, oh, this is amazing. Hi, I can't wait for this. And I've auditioned before now. I haven't booked an audition, but I've auditioned before. Yeah, it is a stressful process. But it's like, this is going to be reading. So, we're going to roll the cameras and get going. It's like, okay, let's go. So, to get the scripts, like, okay. So, no, they don't have the scripts right. So, let's turn the camera on. It's like, so, director, do you have any direction for? No. He goes, well, no. He's like, remember, don't let it be real until it gets real. Act and let the camera and your emotions take away. And then everyone's just kind of looking at each other like, the fuck? And like, yeah, okay. And then you get really brilliantly acted scenes like, oh yeah, it's great. It's like, I like to get up and personal with my actors, okay? So it's like, I think it's best if we get up close and personal. And it's like, it's uncomfortable because the age gap is different and it's fucking weird. And the scene goes on for a while. It's like, you ready? So like, and action and all that. And you're kind of like, alright. It's also not the first fucking scene that makes you uncomfortable. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, it's pretty fucking tame compared to some of the other scenes. So it's like, I'm leaving. It's like, no, you're not. I'm like, you're not fucking leaving. Yes, I am. Slaps him and whatever. It's like, I think she slaps him and it's like, listen, I'm not leaving. It's like, I'm coming to my dad's. And like, no, you're not. You can't leave me. And they're kind of getting real sexual tension, and it's kind of cutting back to a reaction like, no, it's not. And it's zooming in. It's like, yes, Jan, you can't leave me. Yes, I can. And they're like, no, I can't. It's like, oh yeah, you can't do this to me and all this. And it's getting like, I'm gonna call my dad. And before that, because they rehearsed the scene earlier with Rita, it's like, I'm gonna call my dad and all this shit. And it's like, no, you can't. It's like, yes, you can. It's like, we gotta go. It's like, right. Because before that, like, well, let's do a scene, whatever, you know. I was like, no, I can't. So this is going on for a while. You know, this scene is kind of going on for a while. It's like, oh, building up, like, no, I can't. It's like, yes, you can. And they're going like, okay. You know, it's like, yes, I can. It's like, no, fuck you. It's like, why would you do this? No, I can't. No, I can't. And then they start making out and all. And it goes on for a while and they're like, God, that was great. Oh, brilliant. Oh, you're amazing. Superb. And the director's like, you happy? Yeah, that was brilliant. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's go now. And then the assistant's there, because the assistant, I believe, is played by Zoe Deschanel. It could be wrong, and they walk out. It's like, okay, yeah, that's it. Why are my friends ringing me? What the fuck? Anyway, essentially, what was I going to say? Yeah, essentially, what ends up happening then is pretty much, she walked up, goes, God, that was awful. And then she's like, oh, not you, Betty. He's like, that was awful. He hasn't made a decent film in years. He's just desperate for acting. Really? Yeah, he phones it in. Look, I think we can get you onto someone who's really good. It's like, really? Yeah, someone who's going to give you a shot. It's like, oh, great. Someone who's a better actor. Get onto a better partner, because we can't use that guy. Really? You sure? Like, we'll let you talk about it. Okay, that sounds great. Right, we'll see you, Betty. And I believe they have a meeting. They talk. It's like, oh yeah, that's great. Right, we'll see you, Betty. He's like, okay, cool. So the director really wants you. So like, okay, cool. Why are they fucking ringing me? I don't want to talk to them. Fuck off. Yes. Anyway. I was gonna say something there. Shy. I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. See, fucking friends out there distracting me there. Anywho, yeah, so I love all those scenes. I have to say, the side character Adam, I think, is great. There's a lot of great moments in board meetings. There's a lot of different scenes like that. So there are guys in a board meeting, you get like such a great, there's two shots in the movie, right? There's a shot of the telephone ringing, that's brilliant, and then it comes back later on. Similar to the Mulholland Drive shot, it's brilliantly done. And the way they add in and implement the music, absolutely excellent. But you get a great, you know, kind of not over the shoulder, but like over the back shot of the phone. Guy picking the phone, like, yeah, hello. It's like, he's like, yeah. Oh, it has to be him. Yeah. Oh, it has to be her. Yeah, it's her. Okay, it's her. He's ready. Yeah, it is. And then they'll go, and then during board meetings, like, yeah, we got to do it. Did you get her? Yeah, we got that actress. And it kind of cuts back to all of them there, like, yeah, did you get that actress? This big ball guys, yeah, don't let him escape, because we'll kill him. It will be that actress, okay? She has to be her. We will not choose anyone else. And then it's like, right, no other actresses. And just, they all bring in the director as like, you're not hiring any other actresses. Like, really? No, why? You're just not. And then there's this kind of guy, I believe, with dwarfism or some condition. He's like, are you going to use her? Like, no, yes, no. And then they bring in different actresses. Yeah, that's her, that's her, that's her. It's like, no. And there's loads of different scenes of them like going, okay, we got to bring this in. And they're all like that. Did you do the job? Yes. And all of that kind of shit. There's also that great moment where, one sec, I gotta fucking pause this, hold on. Sorry I keep doing this, but distractions. Right, so I will be getting distracted again. So let me just see. Oh fuck, send a voice message. Okay, that was a pointless. Okay, that was a pointless. So I will be back. 1 second. Hello. Anyway, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. Joke. Anyway, Yeah, so I love all those scenes at the board meetings and all, and you get to this part of the film that I love, which is so random, but it is actually important. It's such a random scene. So there's this guy, he's like, they're in this like office place, and they're like, oh yeah, so how are you? It's great. Did you get the job done? He's like, oh yeah, so chased that fucking bitch, and she ran off screaming. So it's like, oh shit, he was one of the guys at the start with the gun. Like, yeah, it's great. So you're gonna get do this picture? Yeah. You're gonna get this actress? Yeah, I've got a great actress in mind. Oh yeah, that's cool. So what's your idea? And they're just talking for a while. I don't know. Cuts back and forth. The guy just pulls out a gun, shoots the guy at the desk. You know, looks at the windows like, oh shit, and then ends up accidentally shooting through the wall. It's like, oh shit, and it's a great dark comedic comedy scene. Because you have a girl, oh, I got hurt real bad, and then he just fucking grabs this woman like, oh, and tries strangling her and all that, like, oh god, and he falls over and shit, and she fucking, he's like, get off me, he grabs her, he's like, and then the janitor's just there in the hallway like, hey, could you help me out with this, and he's just there hoovering with the fucking, or vacuuming, can you help me with this, she's running, and he ends up shooting her like, oh, whatever. He's like, can you come here for a second? And he just walks in or whatever, and he just fucking shoots him, and then the fucking shoots the vacuum, and it's like, okay, that was weird, but really excellent scene. You know, the director Adam, I do like this character. He is almost like the second kind of lead of the film. 1 second, I didn't get a new message. Sorry, important. I need to learn to turn my phone off when I'm doing reviews. But Adam is a very he's a very interesting character. He's the director, so he's like, yeah, so I'm going to hire this person for my film. Yeah, cool. You know, so he's there like that, and he's in the meetings like, who's the great one? I was thinking this girl here. It's like, no, you were going to choose our one. Well, I don't want that one. This is my fucking film. I get to fucking do what I want. I was like, no, it's not. I don't care. We're to make decisions. Like, you can't do this, Adam's like, no, you can't fuck me with this movie, man. You can't. Like, god damn it. Then he walks out, this is my fucking picture. And he goes out, grabs a shovel, like, my fucking movie. And he smashes the fucking, like, oh, you'll be hearing from this, about this, you know. He walks off. You get this moment where he's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. And then he's brought in, like, you better do this, Adam, or you're fucked. We'll find you. And he's like, oh shit, and he's running away from people. You get a great moment. It's like, okay, I've been fired. You're fired, or not fired. He's like, okay, whatever. And he goes home. He drives. Nice ass house. Goes in. He's like, honey, I'm home. You know, honey, can't find her anywhere. You know, opens the door. She's having sex. Titties out. Oh, it's like, and this fucking cunt, right? I'll say, this fucking bitch has the audacity to be like, sorry for using the C word, but whatever. Goes, what the fuck are you doing here, Adam? Get the fuck out of here. He's like, are you fucking cheating on me? He's like, yeah, I know. You deserve it anyway. You're a fucking prick and all this. Like, okay. He's like, well, I'm leaving. Get the fuck out. It's like, this is my fucking house. Like, and the guy's like, okay, dude, get out. It's like, fuck you. It's like, fuck you, man. And he ends up punching him. He's like, oh, fuck. He hits him. He's like, get the fuck out. He's like, no, get out, Adam, get out. Get the fuck out. Get out. He's like, come on, man, stop it. He's like, get your fucking hands off me. Ends up trying and fucking punching at him. He's like, oh shit, get the fuck out, Adam, and all this stuff. Walks out. He's like, god damn it. It's like, shit. And then he goes to this place. He's like, here, this hotel, this really shitty rundown place. Here you go. He's like, thanks. You go upstairs, or whatever. And then he's there in this kind of shitty place, and the guy knocks at the door, opens. He's like, yeah, you're sorry to bother you, sir, but your card isn't working and stuff. And he's like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, it's not working, and they know where you are. They're gonna come and find you. He's like, oh shit, I know. Thank you. And then he has the phone. He's like, yeah, I'll do that, whatever, you know. So he's just doing that stuff, you know. You have scenes of him like directing. He's like, okay, and action, you know, and he's looking and he's doing that, and you have, you know, different moments where he's like directing and all that, and it's like, I should be allowed to do whatever I want in my movie, you know. And then you have the girl and the guy fucking and back at the house, and the guy, this fucking guy knocks the door. He's like, hey, you here? It's like, yeah, where is he? Where's Adam? He's like, I don't know. And he comes in like, I want to know where Adam is. He, you know, he sent me here. It's like, get the fuck out of my house, not your house, it's Adam's. Like, get the fuck out, you big ass hole. And she's like, get out. And he just jumps on top of him, like, and the guy hits him. And they're like, come on, they're fighting and shit. And he ends up knocking the guy, punching him, or whatever. And she's like, you son of a bitch. And she jumps on him, or whatever. And he's like, And he just fucking punches her and she falls back. Such a satisfying scene. Wow. The voice is low on disk space. Wow. Do you know what that reminds me of? Daz Games. Anyway, yeah, just a checking. So you get that. I love that. That was excellent scene. You also have this moment where, like, he's like, okay, I need you to meet with this cowboy. Oh, really? Do you want me to bring my 6-shooter gun and my little fucking pad thing? So he drives to this place, to this ranch. You get like this brilliant shot of it kind of just going on, like abandoned ranch, just light kind of going on and off, flickering on and off. You know, you get that scene, fucking excellent. Like this actual cowboy comes out. You think it's a figure of speech? No, it's an actual cowboy. He's like, hey, how are you? He's like, you're gonna do this picture this way. He's like, okay, what? He's like, listen, there's a lot of things I want you to do. I'm going to come and visit you 2 more times if you don't do them. He's like, okay. He's like, what is it? It's like, I'm going to visit you and you're going to make the picture the way it's meant to be made. If you don't do that, I will find you. I will get you. I do not care. And he's like, okay. We have a deal? It's like, yes, sir, we do. It's like, okay, we better. And it's really intense, sinister scenes. It's like, oh shit. And there's lack of music and it's great atmosphere and the crickets in the background. So it's like, okay, you sure about that? It's like, yeah. And the scene goes on for a while and the dialogue, and it's like, yeah, so I'll see you later. It's like, okay, he walks off. And then it's almost like a little scene transition because it goes back up to that. Don't know if it's the same shot, but then the light flickers off. No, actually, it's not. It's a different shot. Drives off or whatever. And it's like, oh my fucking god. Like, it's like a nice way to end that scene. So I love that little contrast, I suppose. You know, so you get that, and then, you know, you start getting into more fucked up. It's like, oh, I think that was my name and all. And it's like, I know a way to disguise you and all that. It's like, really? Yeah, I'll show you this way. And then she's like, okay, so she ends up putting on the fucking like, come on, Naomi Ross puts her costume on. It's like, come on, puts a blonde wig on. She's like, oh my god, look at it, it's perfect and stuff. And there's even a moment where she looks in the mirror as well. That scene there where she's like, oh, you got this, girl, you got this, you're a great actress. She's like, you'll be fine and all this, you know, like, you'll do it. It's like, really? Yeah. And then they both, it's like, you ready to lie down? Yeah. And they both have their tops off, both have their tits out or whatever. One has their tits out and like, night and they get into bed and like, you sure? You're great, yeah, you're amazing. And then they start making out and having sex. And she's like, oh, I'm so in love with you and all that. And it is a great sex scene. It's fucking hot. And then there's even a scene later on where she's like, I'm so in love with you, and she's imagining it. Yeah, so you get that, and it's like, that's the love story side of it. And you do get moments. There's another moment I was going to mention. I forgot. You get that moment where, like, okay, maybe I don't think Diane's my name. It's like, maybe it's my roommate. Okay, maybe you have a roommate. So they're like, let's go look around, come on. So they go and they look around, they knock, and they're like, this woman's there, like, hi, is she there? So like, oh no, we swapped apartments. They're on there, okay. Well, where is she? It's over, it's number 12. I thought it was number 12. No, it's number 7. She's like, number 17. It's like, I thought it was number 12. Yeah, we swapped apartments. Look, he's like, well, can you show us over? It's like, yeah, I can come with you if you want. You know? And they walk over. It's like, come on, I have to get some stuff out of there. So they open it up. It's like, come on, let's go in. And they walk in. And as they're walking in, they're like, oh no. And they walk out like, oh no, what's the smell? And then they walk in and it's like, oh god. And then you see her dead body. But it is so fucked up. Like, she's beating the shit. Like, oh god. And she pukes like, how's that? That was horrible. It's like, you'll be okay. Maybe you could pose as her. You'll be fine. It's okay. I'm so sorry to hear that. It's like, I know. What if I killed her? It's like, no, you didn't, and all that. And you're like, what the fuck? Who killed her? So it gets you more invested in the mystery of this movie. And then, when we get into the final act, the twist is batshit crazy. we get. I don't know what happens if it's like an alternate reality, but at one point the fucking blue box drops. It opens up. He goes in. I think after the whole fun scene, and then you get to this moment where it's like, 1 second there now. Hey, I just need a check. Phone's on silent, so yeah, we get to this moment where we get that scene that was at the beginning. So we have the car kind of pulling up. It's like, get out, and then Betty's like, this is not my stop. And it's like a version where Betty's now, but her name is different. It's like, get the hell out. It's like, oh shit, runs out, whatever. And then we see, like, it's almost like, I didn't think of it, it's almost like a completely alternate reality. Because the characters' names are different. So they walk out, and now the blonde chick is that girl. It's like, okay, hi. And then, like, because essentially she wakes up, Betty wakes up, like, oh, whatever. But it's not Betty. It's actually Diane, played by Naomi Watts. It's like, oh wait, was she faking her identity? Don't know about that. I have a theory. It could be a different reality. So she wakes up, it's like, seriously, rent is due. What the hell? It's like, okay, it's coming. Okay, fine, it's coming. Gets on like that, whatever. Goes out, meets that girl. It's like, oh, it's nice to meet you, whatever. And it's like, hi, are you okay? It's like, yeah. And then it's like, right, I'll see you. And then it's kind of cutting back and forth, like Betty's looking at each other, and then like Naomi Watts looking at Naomi Watts, and it's kind of like she's then looking at fucking like the shot kind of goes both ways, and then she's looking at the girl. It's like, yeah, whatever. And like, why do you have to be like this? What the fuck's your problem? You know? And then her and Rita or whatever have an argument. Like, what the fuck? Because there's a scene earlier on, but then again, maybe she was faking her identity, because there's a scene earlier on. It's like, do you want to go for the set? It's like, yeah. And where you have the actor, you have Adam's like, okay, and cut, and he's filming the movie, and he kind of just turns around. It's like, come on, we're gonna meet you, because said, oh, we have to introduce you to this guy. It's like, come on, Betty, this is nice to meet you. Like, oh, it's nice to meet you, Rita, and all that. It's like, this is who we want you to meet. And then you get this moment where it's Naomi Watts' face and then the director, and they're both looking at each other as if they know each other. And then this is kind of the backstory of how that happens. So they're on set, like, okay, so what's happening is, and so they're like filming a scene with a car and the like fucking green screen background, and they're kissing or whatever. It's like, okay, great, but you don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this. You want to lean in. You want to enjoy the moment. You want to go tighter. And then he starts making out with her, and then Naomi Watts just looks and starts getting jealous, and it goes on for a while. The scene, it's uncomfortable. It's like, you want to lean in. You want to do this. You want to do that. You want to make it, it's like, you got it? Yeah, you got it. Okay, let's roll again and all that. And it goes on for a while, and you just see the uncomfortableness on her face. You get moments where they're like, what the fuck, you know. And where she's at the dinner, and she's like, so what are you doing? Oh, I'm an actress, I've known her for a while. It's like, yeah, really? It's like, hey, do you like that? It's like, oh yeah. And then him and her are kissing, and then they're at the dinner table, they're kissing, like, oh, whatever, and they're getting different, like, things like, oh, I love you, baby, you're great. And she's with the guy, and they're walking around, and she's like, oh. And then Naomi Watts and her are kind of arguing, like, what the hell is your problem? It's like, oh, okay, I don't want anything to do with you, go away, you know. So Rita doesn't actually like her in that way. I was like, yeah, it's great. And then as they're kissing, he goes, I've got an announcement. And then you just see the look on Naomi's face. We're going to get, and she just turns around, and you get this amazing fucking edit, quick cut to her in the restaurant, talking to the guy that we saw earlier that shot the fucking guy in the desk. He's like, are you sure you want this done? Yes, I want it done. I'm already fucking dead. Oh, I don't care how you fucking do it. Just kill her. And all this. I don't want her here. She's a fucking bitch. All this shit. It's okay. You sure about this? Yes. So then we get that whole sequence. And then earlier on in the movie, after the airport scene, you get this weird scene of someone driving, this couple like this, like smiling in the car. And then you get a scene after that where Naomi Watts walks into the house, and then the couple are like, ah! And they're like, ah! And it's fucking terrifying. They're like, ah! And they're like, no, get away from me. And they're like, ah! You know. And it's fucking weird as shit, but it is awesome. You know, and then of course, I've already mentioned, like, you also have the scene where I think Naomi Watts' character dies. You know, she's there, you see her body, whatever. You have a scene where she's fantasizing, oh, I love you, and she's just there masturbating, thinking about her, and like, it's really uncomfortable because she's like, no, she has mental breakdowns, and you feel bad for her. and she's just there masturbating, fingering herself, thinking about Rita. Like, oh, I love you, and all this shit, and there's photos and stuff. And she's there crying, and it's uncomfortable. And then you get this scene where she's there on the bed, like that, and she's like, oh God, where her legs are, oh God, and shit like that. And yeah, and I feel like every single one of those scenes are brilliant and powerful. And yeah, it takes place in Los Angeles. And honestly, am I forgetting anything? I honestly think this movie's perfect. I absolutely love it. I think every scene is shot beautifully in a unique way. Unbelievable. Like, it's like, Jesus. In a way that you wouldn't expect. It's visually stunning. It's original. It is batshit crazy. I love this movie. It is a fucking classic. It's a masterpiece. It came out the year after I was born. The editing is superb. The acting is superb. It's visually stunning. Beautifully written. Brilliantly directed. Great camera angles. I absolutely love this film. I give it a 10 out of 10. Absolutely love it. It's a classic. And the print of this Blu-ray is amazing. In fact, you might not know this, because I didn't realise till I stuck it in. That's what she said. This is actually a Criterion Collection Blu-ray, which makes sense because the artwork is obviously a new redesign and it's brilliant. But for some reason, it's just a regular Blu-ray case. I don't know why it's not in the traditional Criterion run, but Studio Canal done a great job. Here's the front, spine, back. Get the Blu-ray, by the way. There's loads of special features as well. Back, the other spine. I will do a movie trivia one on this as well. I did that with all the films. Back to Mulholland Drive. On the road to Mulholland Drive. Interview with Laura Herring. Interview with Mary Sweeney. Interview with Angela. Introduction by Terry Shoes in the blue box. Yeah. So yeah, that's the slipcover. A really nice slipcover. I already had this on my Blu-ray update. When I called it Mulholland Doctor, I knew. So practically, yeah. Cowboy scene is there. I don't know if that's on the slipcover. It's not on the slipcover, but it's here. I didn't realise that. So nice little difference for you. But yeah, I like this shot here. Beautiful fucking artwork as well. The phone and all that. Beautiful setting as well. So yeah, I do love David Lynch. I only really like. I own 4 of his films. I own Wild at Heart as well, which I would have known on my Christmas Blu-ray update, but I haven't watched Wild at Heart yet. I'm having a Nicolas Cage marathon at the moment, so I will be watching that. I'll be reviewing those Nicolas Cage movies. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will see you guys later. Bye.